In the last video we spoke about adding images to your project. So let's just go a bit deeper into the projects module by navigating even further down the hamburger menu to the right of the projects field. You'll see if you go down, you've got projects details, clone a project, site management, view upload image, and delete the project. Now let's just start at the top here, project detail. This is where you add the content of your project. Things like if you want to change your name, you can do it on this screen. Your type of project. If you have any specific codes you want to include, the status of your project. You can add an address for your site location, the sector type, project type. You can even select the specification type, bearing in mind that these are all standards given to us by the vendor. You can also select the specification requirement date, follow-up date that you need to follow up with the customer, spec completion date, where the lead came from, starting date of the project, completion date of the project, etc. Now, in order for you to be able to, at the end of the whole process, to create the specification document, there are minimum requirements put in place by your customer, which will allow for the specification document to generate. So these are fields that you have to complete as a minimum in order for you to be able to generate the specification. Before you are able to generate specification, the application will indicate or will advise you on any fields that have not been completed, and you will have to go back into your project's detail and add the fields as prescribed. And here you can add any specific notes around the project. You can give the document a subtitle. This is a standard format that has been decided on by the vendor. You can obviously go in and change this, although it is not advised. And to the bottom of your project's detail, there is a lot of project action sheet specifications. The architect, the developer if this is required, the quantity surveyor, the paint applicator, etc. Once you are done, you can just click on the Save button, and now you have populated most of your project information. You can also clone the project, so if you are doing a very large estate, for instance, or a very large office park, and you have several of the same kinds of buildings, and you've already done the first type of project, you can then clone the project, and in this instance you can choose to clone only the project and its information and the locations created, or you can even select to clone the project, locations, and all products that you have allocated to this project. The site management will be discussed a little bit later. We have already discussed the view upload image, and then you can also decide to delete the project. For this instance, we will not be deleting the project. Okay, so in the next video we will be talking a bit more about the projects module, and we will also now be allocating specifications to this in order for us to be able to generate the specification document a little bit later.